My name is Martha Bowes, and I'm in third year of Fine Art, Painting and Printmaking. In place of our in-person campus tours, we've set up this virtual tour talking you through photos of various buildings on campus. So I'll tell you a bit about me and my work. I'm from Glasgow, and after I left school I went into the portfolio preparation course at GSA. I experimented with drawing, painting and even performance, which I quickly found out wasn't my thing. My work has changed so much over the past 4 years at art school, but I keep finding myself going back to themes around anatomy, surrealism and abstraction. My process involves using a combination of mediums like pencils, oil bars and paint. I like to combine different approaches, pairing intricate drawing with globs of fleshy paint and gestural marks. I study imagery related to the human body, nature and microscopic cells while I work, bombarding myself with a constant visual feed of pattern and colour. I like the idea of the imagery being consciously and subconsciously featured in what I make, so it becomes hard to pinpoint which fragments of an image appear where.
Hi, I'm Maya Taki, and I'm a third-year architecture student at the School of Art. And like Martha said, we're going to take you on a virtual tour of our campus. But first, I'd like to show you some of my work. The images of what I've created during my time at the school include a range of studio work for my most recent project, which is located in Balloch at the base of Loch Lomond. We'd been asked to create a zero-carbon musical residential retreat. Place is very important to the MAC, hence why I've included a landscape study I did as a part of another project in Bowness. Models are also a great way of showcasing ideas, and with all the great resources at the school, you'll be helped and guided on how to bring your ideas to life. I love going to the workshops to create models. It's perhaps my favourite part of the school because such a huge variety of things are created there, and I learn a lot about what is possible to create.
The Reid building is our main building, where students from all departments come for lectures, lunch and to use the facilities. This is also home to studios for second to fourth year of the School of Design. First year of the School of Design and Product Design are based in the Haldane building, which is less than a 5-minute walk away in Hill Street. The building was designed to bring in brightness on even the darkest days, which comes in handy on grey days in Glasgow. There are massive circular shafts featured throughout called driven voids of light.
In the basement, we have the Reid Auditorium, which is where the lectures take place for many students across each school. This is our largest lecture theatre, which supports the theoretical side to each course. Also in the basement is one of our workshops. These are open to all students after completing an induction and operates on a first-come, first-served basis. Here you can use our woodworking facilities, metal workshop, laser cutters, 3D printers and soldering equipment. The technicians here are always ready to help you realise your ambitions with their wealth of knowledge and experience.
As you enter the Reid building on the ground floor, we have our main reception desk and seating area. The corridor is a space used for exhibitions by GSA staff, alumni and students. It's a great place to display and see work as there's so much footfall in and out of this area. Some previous exhibitors include fine art staff Michael Stubbs, Suzanne Nielsen and Claire Patterson. Also on the ground floor, we have a media suite catered towards the fashion and textiles department, seminar rooms where lectures and workshops are held, and a media equipment store where all students can book equipment like cameras, projectors, TVs and speakers. Right at the end of the corridor is a really great facility called the Centre for Advanced Textiles, which is often abbreviated to CAT. Here you can use wide format scanners and printers with materials like canvas, tracing paper, super heavyweight paper and other fabrics.
On the first floor we find the offices for communication design staff, along with other senior staff members and faculty of the School of Art. The studios on this floor are home to the communication design students. Communication design is divided into 3 specialisms: illustration, graphic design and design photography. The first 2 years of this course teach you the skills and experience needed for all 3 specialisms, and from third year onwards, you tend to specialise in one of these 3. At the start of the year, you have a desk assigned to you, which is yours all year long, which is nice because it eliminates the challenges of hot desking.
As you come up the stairs to the second floor, you'll find one of my favourite places, the canteen. Breakfast, lunch, hot drinks and snacks are served morning through to late afternoon. There's a really spacious seating area where you can also bring a packed lunch and you can meet up with your pals from other departments. It's super cheap, and for lunch there's always a few hot food choices, including vegan and vegetarian options. Along the corridor on the second floor, we have the case room, which is mainly used by students from the communication design department. Here there's a huge collection of old-fashioned type facilities, presses and bookbinding tools.
The third floor of the Reid building is home to the Fashion and Textiles department. Although separate degree programs, they are close companions and share studio space and facilities. We are lucky to have wonderful technical facilities on this floor, including the loom room, with knowledgeable and excellent technical staff always on hand.
Up the final flight of stairs on the really expansive fourth floor, you'll find studio spaces for silversmithing and jewellery, interior design, and product design engineering. The GSA library is my favourite place on campus, and it's really important to me to make time every week to find new books and do some work here. When I'm working in the studio, I like to surround myself with imagery by other artists, photographs I've taken, and other weird things that catch my eye. Students can borrow up to 20 books at a time, and I'm always almost at that limit. There are 2 floors of books covering subjects across all departments, and lots more, including philosophy, children's books, medicine, self-help, fiction, and my personal favourite, the death section. Some areas of the library are great for socialising and bumping into people, but there are also areas like the quiet study space where you can focus on your work or just enjoy some peace and quiet. We also have up-to-date art and music magazines bought in for students, so there's always copies of Art News, Freeze, ID, and Art Monthly. Upstairs there's a big Mac suite, PCs, printers, and individual study rooms.
Next, we have the Borden building, which is adjacent to the library. This is the home of the Mackintosh School of Architecture. Years 1 to 5 are mixed over the second and third floors and always have their own desk allocated. The open studio provides a great circulation of ideas and communication, allowing the students to be engaged with each other. Crit spaces are very important as they help you practice presenting and discussing your ideas during crits and pin-ups. We have computer suites with all the relevant softwares, with support staff on hand, as well as printing facilities, another woodworking workshop, and a photographic studio. On the first floor are the offices of faculty, theory lecturers, and a lecture theatre.
Second, third and fourth year undergraduate and postgraduate students from the School of Fine Art are based in the Stowe building. First year are currently based in the McClellan Galleries, which is along and across the street from the Reid building on Renfrew Street. Covering approximately 3 acres, the building was previously Stowe College and is located a 5-minute walk downhill from the heart of the GSA campus. The building opened as a new home for the School of Fine Art, showcasing the undergraduate degree show in June of 2019. There are 5 floors in total, and studios are set up slightly differently for each department. Sculpture and environmental art studios are around the outer perimeter of the ground floor. These studios are set up to prioritise floor space, which may more likely be needed by these students. Each year group has their own area with designated individual studio spaces and things like lockers, sinks, chairs and tables. In the middle of the ground floor we have 3 big workshops for woodwork, casting and metal. Students will get inducted into the area that aligns with their department. For example, painting and printmaking will have a wood workshop induction to make canvas stretchers. There's lots of room for crossovers happening in fine art, and you can be inducted into all 3 areas of the workshops. The technicians are amazing and love to help with ambitious ideas. One of my friends decided to be inducted into casting in 3rd year, and then made a fully functioning sink entirely out of soap. The first and second floor are predominantly facilities for fine art photography students, including dark rooms, digital printing, digital scanning, and a computer room. There's also a spray booth for anyone using aerosols, and studio spaces for sculpture and environmental art, MLit fine art practice, fine art photography, and Masters of Fine Art. On the third floor, you'll find painting and printmaking studios. In these studios, wall space is prioritised. We have easels, cabinets to store chemicals, and a printer for if you can't bring yourself to go down one flight of stairs to the computer room. There are also staff offices for fine art critical studies, which is usually called FACS. FACS involves lectures and workshops on a broad range of art history and theory, 1 day a week. On the fourth floor, you'll find printmaking facilities, including screen printing, lithography, and etching. The printmaking department used to be in an entirely different building from the studio spaces, so it's now a lot quicker and easier to transport work. Printmaking inductions take place throughout the years of your degree, and you can be inducted into one area or to all 3 areas of printmaking if you desire. We also have a life drawing room. Tutored classes with life models take place on late afternoons a couple of times a week. These are free drop-in classes, so you don't have to sign up or commit to a whole block. You can do as many or as little as you like in any year of study. We have a mezzanine floor with more painting and printmaking studios, leading up to the 5th and final floor, where you'll find studios for master's courses like MLit art writing and MLit curatorial practice.
Blytheswood House is one of our student accommodation spaces. It's about a 5-minute walk away from campus and offers a bright space and a great location. At Blytheswood House, we have our in-house residential life team that helps keep Blytheswood House a safe environment. They organise yoga sessions, movie nights and other mixes for the residents. With it being a short walk away from the city centre, Blytheswood House is in reach of all the wonders of Glasgow and being in a safe tucked away spot in the city. Thank you for watching. We hope you found this informative and helpful. We can't wait to see you soon. If you have any questions or queries, please don't hesitate to drop us an email.